station. We may find no information. You wait, we hope we love news. We just love to give you the news.
And now, hey, boys and girls, moms and dads, kids of all ages, it's time once again for the Kidders, episode 49. We've been doing this for almost a year. I'm Dale Irvin, and with me, as always, the Aristotle of comedy from lovely Indiana, Mr. Tim Slagle. Good morning, Tim.
And today it is a good morning and lovely. It's near 50 degrees, and right now the snow, to quote Ken Savera, the snow is melting faster than a Cubs rally.
Yeah, it kind of shocked me when I flew in last night after being out of it for 2 weeks. I'm looking on the ground going, the hell's that white crap, man? It must have had a huge cocaine delivery while I was gone. Well, we found some interesting stories in the news that you may have missed, so we'd like to bring them to you. The first one from Altoona, Pennsylvania, a great city because it's fun to say, Altoona. Anyhow, Michael Traverny was over there, and he got into a car accident, and unfortunately didn't have insurance, so the first thing he did after the accident was pick up his phone and buy insurance. and then the next day, he called the insurance company, goes, oh, imagine the luck, I just bought insurance and I had a car wreck.
Well, I'm guessing it was Progressive Insurance. You know, that's not a crash, that's a pre-existing condition.
And after they find out the scam, they're going to send Flo down to kick his ass, you know. But that's kind of like getting Blue Cross after you find out you're pregnant. You know, it doesn't really work that way.
Oh, it does now. Thank you, Obama.
Getting Obamacare after you get a job. But here's one over in England. This is very weird. A man has a weird health condition called autobrewery syndrome, which means anytime he eats carbs, the yeast in his stomach turns it into alcohol. So this guy has a few French fries, and he's higher than a kite.
That's amazing. His body turns fried food into beer. He's like Jesus of Wisconsin.
and talk about a cheap date, you know. What do you have? Oh, just a roll for me, thanks. You know? But that one, if you gotta have a sickness, that ain't a bad one to have, because you know, right before the marathon, does a little carbo loading and just runs the wrong way. All right, in Cleveland, Ohio, or Euclid, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland, this poor guy Albert Clemens has lived in his house for 60 years, and in the course of the last year, his house has been getting egged several times a week. The poor guy is 85 years old, and some punk kids somewhere are throwing eggs at his house 3 times a week, and not only eggs, but sometimes oranges, lemons, grapefruit, canned goods. The police think they must be doing it from blocks away, you know, using like one of those high-powered slingshots because they can't find anybody. But that's geez.
It's yeah. Well, I think what happened there, it should be pretty easy to solve. Just find out the kid that dressed up on Halloween as an OCD,
or look for Justin Bieber. Okay. But he even quit cleaning it up because it happened so often. So now, you know, he lives in the omelet house. So. Ought to be a fun place to visit in the summer. And finally this week, the progressive people at Ben & Jerry's, that would be Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, who have brought us so many ice creams over the years, are now considering marijuana-infused ice cream. It's not legal yet, but as soon as it is, they're putting everything into play for marijuana-infused ice cream. What do you think of that?
Now considering? For God's sake, these are deadheads from the 60s. What do you think they bought that ice cream freezer in the first place? But you think their first flavor was Cherry Garcia?
Except now they're sitting around going, we could sell this stuff.
It's like, hey, oh man, all we got to do is find out what we did with that recipe.
We could get Kush Crunch, Thai Stick Twirl, and Double Dutch Doobie. We got the names already.
I was actually thinking about that when I was trying to come up with a joke on that this morning. Is that was their first flavor was Cherry Garcia,
right?
And I thought to myself, you know what? The guy running for Chicago mayor sounds like a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Chewy
Garcia.
We just spell his name Chewy, and
pick up a pint of Chewy Garcia.
And marijuana-infused ice cream. I think this is as close as science has ever come to perpetual motion. Well, look for all those things and even more stories. But as hopefully you know by now, yesterday was the beginning of daylight savings time, when you're supposed to turn your clocks ahead 1 hour, unless, of course, you live in Hawaii or Arizona, those scofflaws. And so it's daylight savings time. What are you going to do with your savings?
Well, I'm going to try to find an interest-bearing account. Because the way I've lived my life, I could use a few extra hours in retirement.
Right now we're living on borrowed time, so I'm gonna pay back that hour and hopefully put it in my IRA. And I hated to lose the hour by going forward, so I set my clocks back 23 hours.
Well, you just came back from Australia, so you. I
don't even know what month it is. I have no idea.
You landed like 12 hours before you had to change it again.
and then I slept for like 12 hours. I woke up this morning going, where am I? But it's all good now. I'm back home. We're all back home. We're glad that you're back with the Kidders. And on behalf of Tim and myself, Tim, anything big coming up?
Nah, nothing. That's why I'm here.
Well, that's why we're both here. And if you are a fan of the Friday Funnies, they will be back on this Friday. Go to DaleIrvin.com, sign up for free. The Friday Funnies will be back, and next Monday, because there is no money in this.
Which I believe is our anniversary show. I believe that next week will be our 1-year Kidder anniversary.
Who would have thought, huh? Anyhow, we'll be back with
maybe we can get the original 5.
Oh, that would be good. That would be like the we could get Abby Hoffman. No, he was with another number. But
actually, a year from now, a year from now, this will be called the Monday Funnies with Dale Irvin.
And my monkey, hey! It's the Monday Monkey Funnies, all right. Why the hell do I have that handy?
In case you need to spank it.
And with that, my friends, it's time to wrap it up. Good night, goodbye, see you next Monday. Say goodbye, Tim.
Goodbye, Tim.
Bye-bye.